Hey, my name's Jake Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. A Northern council is asking tenants to ring them up and dob in if the landlord doesn't have a licence. Now, this is all down to a new licensing scheme that is in this Northern council's district, and they want people to be the enforcement themselves, the tenants to tell the council where the problems are, rather than the council having to find this stuff out. Now, this is a problem, and I don't think this is a great way to have a harmonious relationship with your landlord or with your tenant, but I want to talk about why this is happening and just how few landlords have actually got the license that they need in that area. So before we jump into this, if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to my channel over there and hit that bell notification. Join over 50,000 subscribers who get all the latest house price news, interest rate news, property investing tips, and much, much more. And help me get some views on the video as well. Your part in that is simple. All you need to do is smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that really does help the channel grow. So thanks to everyone that does that. So this is all about Blackpool, and they have a selective licensing scheme. Now, this is not in all of Blackpool. This is in certain areas of Blackpool. And so we talked about Sheffield, I think it was, recently, that had selective licensing on certain streets and areas, and they're looking to now roll out selective licensing to the whole of the Sheffield area. Blackpool are just doing certain areas. Now, in those areas, there are 9,000 properties that should have a selective license in their estimation, and 5,000 are licensed. So we've got a shortfall of nearly 50% there. So what is a selective license? Well, just before the Christmas, after Labour first got into power a couple of years ago, they passed that any council could decide themselves if they want to have selective licensing in their area. And so selective licensing is a scheme that used to have to be approved from central government. And so councils would go to central government and say, look, we've got a lot of landlords in our area. We don't think they're particularly good at what they're doing. So we want to put a license in so we can fine them and give them improvement notices if they're not doing the work. Now, here's my experience with selective licensing. I have properties in Hastings, in Sussex, and Hastings had selective licensing. It normally runs for about 5 years, and then it stops, and then they can renew it. Hastings didn't, they've stopped it now. And so what happened was you would then have to apply for a license. And so I did that for my properties, and you went on the Hastings Council website, you filled in a questionnaire basically, and then you paid them about 700 quid at the end of it. Now a lot of places are charging £1,000 for these licenses. And so the questionnaire had ridiculous questions like, are you a fit and proper person? Who's going to put no on that? No one, right? So you'd put that in. Have you done this? Have you done that? Are you going to look after the property? Blah, blah, blah. You filled in all the questionnaire, and then you basically paid your 700 quid and you've got a license. Now, here's what my expectation was off the back of that, because the license was all about improving the quality of rental properties in Hastings. So I thought, surely someone's going to come round with a clipboard and they're going to give me a list of things that they want sorted. And they're going to be really pernickety about a lot of stuff, but it is what it is, and we'll get it resolved. That isn't what happened. Nobody came. Now, lots of councils in the UK have selective licensing now, and a lot of you say that, look, no one does come and visit your property. It's just a money generating exercise. Apart from Nottingham, those of you that have properties in Nottingham, everyone says, I've got a license in Nottingham, and someone actually did come out and check, which makes sense. If they're trying to improve the quality of the rental stock, they shouldn't just take your money. They should be checking the properties, and that money should be so they can process that, so they can pay someone to do that. So Blackpool have this licensing scheme 9,000 people should have a licence, 5,000 do have a licence. That's a big disparity there. And so they're asking tenants to grass landlords up, basically, and say, look, ask your landlord, do they have a licence? Look up on our database. Does your landlord have a licence in the property? If they don't, let us know. We'll fine your landlord. That's what they want the tenants to do. Now, I don't think that's a great situation to be in, really, because if that does happen, the landlord then gets a fine. Maybe they then leave the market. Maybe they then sell the property because they can't afford to keep it going anymore. So I don't think that that should happen, really. And as a landlord, if you have not got your licence, you need to get on with it and get it done, because you don't want to get fined or your tenant to cross you up and cause problems for you. Now, one thing I would say about the Blackpool licensing scheme, which I did think was good, was that if you have an EPC of C or above, your licence is cheaper. Now, that's a smart thing to do, isn't it? Because we're trying to get landlords to improve their EPCs. You do have some mortgages that can be cheaper if you've got a high EPC of C or above as well. So that's incentivising landlords as well. So that, I think, is a smart thing from Blackpool Council that I haven't seen. I didn't have that in Hastings with my EPC stuff. They didn't even ask for any of that stuff. So I think that does make sense that happens. So this is something that I just think this doesn't make sense. Why don't the council have this data? Because you can look up who pays the council tax. You can look up on the land registry who owns the property. It just doesn't make sense why they can't figure out themselves without trying to get tenants to be the ones that call in and grass up the landlords to find the people that aren't paying. But if you are, on the flip side, a landlord that hasn't got a licence, it shows shocking lack of landlords that are actually taking action. And that could be down to the fact that landlords aren't just aware that they need a licence in that area. When Hastings launched it, nobody really sent me details. They were trying to contact me from a different address because I bought the property more than a decade before. So on the land registry, it had a different address. So it can be something that they need to get people aware of. And maybe that's why there's not so many licenses. What do you think about this? If you're a tenant, would you grass up your landlord? Or would you try and help them and just give them a nudge and say, hey, you haven't got that, they're checking up on this, you might want to check it. Let me know in the comments below. Do like the video and subscribe. And if you are a landlord or a tenant, you should be checking out this. This is important. It's the Renters' Rights Act information sheet. This is from the government. And every landlord has to give every tenant a copy of this by the end of May. So you've only got a few weeks to get this sorted. It's hard to find it on the government website, so I'll put a link below where you can just download it and I'll email it to you. So grab a copy of that while you're here. It's the exact same sheet from the government. Print it out, get it to your tenant quickly. If you're a tenant, have a read on what you're expecting to receive. Do make sure you check out all the other content while you're here as well, including this video right here.